Hello everyone. Today we're here to introduce you with SIMI, a marketplace concept that can change and disrupt the retail sector. But first, every story begins with a name, and in our case, we've got two, Maria and Diego. Maria is a Spanish teenager at the end of her high school experience. She's an impulsive shopper following trends and a digital maneuver, using alternatively her iPhone, iPad, or laptop for any purchases. Yet, she's looking for an affordable but still fashionable retail experience. Diego is a Spanish medal retailer that owns few shops between Madrid and Barcelona, targeting Generation Z and younger people, where he mainly rely on in-store sales. And he owns an official website where he only shows product catalogs and offer online purchases. What happened to Maria and Diego during the COVID-19 breakthrough? Diego has seen his revenues plummeting as he had to keep his stores closed for months. On the other hand, Maria used to go to stores very often, but now due to regularity restrictions, she's buying way more online and ready to turn this new experience into a routine. That leads us to why we're here today. How can we enhance the online channel, make the online experience comparable to the in-store one, and therefore delivering you distinctive business models leveraging on the new online potential? What we mean is that we shift from the current context, as in many situations, Diego and Maria can't even interact because Diego isn't supporting any online channel and can't really cater for their preferences or needs. And Maria is suffering the fact that she feels the online gap as she can't touch, wear, try, or even have someone to assist her for the product. So we can switch to reach a more personalized and omni-channel customer journey and shift to a context where online is a similar experience as offline, where Maria feels no difference between shopping online and in-store, and Diego can rely on the online channel to boost sales and can leverage on a deep knowledge of Maria's purchasing behavior and preferences to promptly respond or even anticipate her needs and improve his supply chain.
So this is where SIMI comes to place. SIMI is the next generation marketplace leveraging on the new technologies in order to close the gap between retailers and customers. But what we're talking about? We're talking about a set of value-added features in order to improve the interaction with the customers through user-friendly app and website and through a virtual assistant, then integrate the retail sector offering and provide recommendations based matching the customer preferences with comparison variables like prices, sizes, and availability. Plus, what we're talking about is giving a better experience in terms of virtual fitting room or screenshot shopping or holograms, for instance. And we want to structure this in three different layers, service layers. The first one is the first-hand market, where retailers just sell their items. The second hand is really peer-to-peer interactions, transactions, and also where retailers can sell returns. Plus, we got a third layer, which is the rental one. What we want to mention here is that we want to create a closed loop. That means that we can only exchange items that were directly from the platform or directly from retailers, nothing from the e-commerce platforms. In terms of IT architecture, we want to create a modular platform. That means that we have a set of key building blocks like AI or virtual assistants. And a key one we want to mention is the data platform one, which leverages on blockchain. This is due in order to increase trust and also give the opportunity for retailers to achieve a sustainable supply chain. But how is it really going to work? So back to our story. In the first layer, what we have is that Diego can join the platform anytime and start offering their products. And then Maria can check and buy new products, have recommendations, and also she can test and really virtually try the products to the virtual fitting room, for instance. A key point is that any data related to the customers will be owned directly by the respective retailer. In the second layer, that's when Maria will take the stage, because what happens is that she will be able to sell her own products. And here blockchain is very important to increase trust in terms of product origin, certification of that. Also through smart contracts, he can prove the effective delivery of a product and then execute payment. And then finally, we got the third layer, which is the rental one is very similar to the first one. And what we want to stress here is that we want to create a really close interaction loop that goes from the first to the third layer in order to create a sustainable environment in a sector where sustainable is really an issue. We know that this is very complex, and that's why we want to create a consortium led by IBM, partnering with retailers like Inditex, leveraging on some key brands like Pull&Bear, for instance, and also other tech brands. And then we want to expand this consortium, targeting any particular retailer, for instance, from the IBM client portfolio, the existing one, or targeting any other retailer. After that, we know that we can then target the customers through social media marketing, even partnership with influencer or retailers advertising. In terms of delivery of the platform, what we want to do is that we want to create a waved roadmap. That means that we want to start with a pilot and then expand, scale it. And we want to start from a set of particular building blocks and then add new features or enhance existing ones.
As a conclusion, we've got a key question that we still have to answer and have intentionally left to this point. Why should we make SIMI real? Because it will simply deliver a unique and integrated experience for end customers in terms of different services offered, integrated view of retail offering, personalized product recommendations, virtual trials, and enhanced transaction trust. On the other hand, it gives valuable differentiation opportunities for retailers who definitely should not consider themselves as our competitors, but rather our partners, where they will benefit from new revenue streams, improved supply chain management, enhanced brand reputation, and data everywhere. And last but not least, let us remember that these are extremely challenging times, but the only wrong move when it comes to digital transformation is not to make any move at all. Embrace SIMI. Thank you so much for listening, and we're ready for a Q&A.